bring it to the top of the head, the crown chakra. And then lastly, of course, the will, the sankalpa, the resolution. I want to give my energy to Mary, who is in London. That's more than sufficient for a yogi to transfer that energy. So these are the ways by which the energy can be transferred. But the key process of the transmitting again is to, through the transfer, bring about that awakening of the Kundalini. As long as the Kundalini is not awakened, it is blocking the passage of the Sushumna. So the sun energy cannot enter and the moon energy cannot enter. So in a normal human being, it is only on the right and left side that the energies are working. They are working, but they are segregated. To unite them, the Kundalini has to be awakened. And that is the purpose of Hatha Yoga. I've asked you to do your homework, but I'm doing your homework for you here. The entire purpose of all the postures, I don't know how many are taught or how many are known, but they say as many there are life forms, there are postures. Only Shiva knows them all. And all of us don't have time for, more than 16 maybe. So anyway, the whole purpose is to somehow awaken the Kundalini and unite the solar and the lunar energies within, and then that absolute fire, the divinity within you can be sparked to take you to that state of union, realization, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same. Whether it is samadhi, whether it is nirvana, whether it is liberation, whether it's union, it's all one and the same. The state that is reached is what this is all about. So whatever you do, please do in terms of practices. Kundalini Mahayoga is a very direct process to awaken the Kundalini. It's a process of love, it's a process of grace, it's a process of compassion. That's why it's many times in India referred to as Guru, Kripa, Yoga. It's the love, the compassion of the Guru. Dhyanyoga ji had gone through so much of pain and suffering to attain realization, going without food or water, walking barefoot on thorns, in extreme high temperatures, but never giving up that determination of finding that quest to who am I? Over 30 years of search, and then when he found it, he said, well, my role and duty to humanity is to share what I have attained and not let them go through that same process and that same pain and suffering. So teachers like him over the centuries have come out and shared what they have attained to those that are interested. And so the key process of Kundalini Mahayoga, as you may have very intelligently derived, is Shaktipath initiation, which Anandi MAA has continued for the past almost 50 years since he, I think, first met Dhyanyoga ji, and will continue to do so as long as it's the will of God and the grace of the Guru and seekers like you who are interested. So I'm going to stop here. Unfortunately, with the circumstances we are in right now, we are able to offer just a single day of meditation. Ideally, it should be for several days at least, and as you come every day, the energy builds up and it begins to do wonders within you. But something is better than nothing, so we had at least this one opportunity. And it may be possible that more opportunities may come up during the rest of the year. So keep yourself connected and tuned in through the website or however you got your information today to come here. And if we do have some more meditations like this, do definitely come. Um, Hopefully Ma's health will improve tremendously and she'll be back to normal soon as well. And one of the reasons why she didn't want to come today was she wanted to rest, as she is offering the Shaktipath initiation tomorrow. We do have a restricted group right now. But again, as the months pass by towards the end of the year, we may open things up a little more as our health improves. Thank you for coming, and thank you for those who have joined us in the webcast. If you still have any questions, I'll be glad to answer a couple.
Gary, again, if you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you.
One question from the webcast was, can you, what is the importance of chanting Om in that particular pattern as it was chanted in starting of meditation, particularly the third Om? And can we do more than 3 Oms?
Well, you can, the depth and the type of repetition of the mantra Om has different energy impact. First of all, what is the mantra Om? So the yogis, as they enter deep states of meditation and again trying to understand the different aspects of creation, many times we ask, why did God create? What's the purpose of creation? We get confused. Why am I here? What's my purpose? What's my direction? And so on and so forth. So anyway, to find answer to all those multitudes of questions that we had, they went into meditation, and in deep states of meditation, they heard the sound energy resonating as the mantra Om, and that they realized was the process of creation, when the absolute consciousness of God, again what do we want to call, had that desire, so to say, of creation. The scriptures, the Vedas say, Ekoham Bahusham. I am one, I want to become many. And with that, the process of creation began. But God's wish or will, as you concept and things in terms of a concept, that thought, so to say, took the form of sound energy. And that sound energy then resonated and then began creation. And as you saw in the video, it first started with space, ether, and then air, and then fire, water, and finally earth, the densest aspect in terms of the 5 elements, and then all the subtleties that came within it. So Om is the absolute sound energy, and it is the manifestation in creation. Even you take an empty jar and put it, what does it sound like? To the extent that some modern day yogis would even say, what does the jet engine hum sound like? Hum, it's Om. You take a conch shell, put it to your ear, it's Om. So basically it's that sound energy which can take you from the individual aspect to the absolute. So we are all connected through that sound energy to the absolute. So the mantra Om itself is split of 3 sound energies, O, U and Ma. If you study pronunciations, you can the way you pronounce Om, starts like from the base of the throat, U comes to the tip of the tongue, and mouth is closed. So within the cavity of the mouth, the entire process of sound energy is there, facilitated by the tongue, of course. So Om is that absolute sound energy. So O, U and Ma, and there's lots and lots of explanations to that. Typically the most important thing is the process of creation also, and the process of our lives is governed by what are known as the gunas, the three qualities, sattva, rajas and tamas. We all have those three qualities in varying amounts, and then at different times one quality may be predominant. When you're angry, that's darkness. When you want to go and do something, help mankind, or even meditate, meditation is of course sattva, it is raising you. But doing something good for someone, even an act of charity is good, but it is rajas. Or I want to go to the movies, that is an action which may be harmless, but it has no real purpose at the end of the day. So sattva, rajas and tamas, which is sattva is pure, rajas is mere action of the world. Brushing your teeth is rajas, it's needed. And then tamas is darkness or inertia. So these three qualities dominate, or so to say, are the cause of creation. And so O, U and Ma are targeting those three energies and gradually purifying them to that state of only sattva. Similarly, we have three states of consciousness: the sleep, the awake and the dream. So Jagrat, Swapna and Shushupti. But what is the state to be attained in union? It goes beyond these three. What is Turiya? And again the three Oms, the sound energies, are correlated with the three coils of the Kundalini. The Kundalini is in 3.5 coils. So that entire aspect of creation, which is subdivided according to the Indian philosophies by the three aspects of the Absolute. Only God holds the three energies: to create, to maintain and to dissolve. No human has all the three. So O, U and Ma or Om combined together is impacting all of these and much more. So Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. And so the three gunas, the three states of consciousness, all these aspects, we are correlated to the three coils of the Kundalini. So as you resonate, so it's at different levels of the pitches, so to say, the frequencies. It impacts first the physical body, then the subtle body, and then the causal body. So that's why the three different tones are sung. And of course, for our purposes here, doing those three are to deal with the three bodies, again the three nadis. And there's more subtleties that can be done, but this is more than sufficient, particularly coming from a person who has already absolute control over the prana. So what needs to be impacted by the Om when it is chanted by the master is to impact the three coils of the Kundalini in the listener, to begin that process of purifying the three bodies, physical, astral and causal, and at the same time thereby bringing about the dissolution of the three qualities from the darkness, remove the rajas and take it all to the state of pure sattva, which happens at the third eye center and above. So targeting the third eye center where the mantra Om resonates the most, that is the purpose. And of course the resonation starts in the Muladhara chakra itself. And again, I don't know, it's too long, but the levels of sounds are Para, Pashanti, Madhyama and Vaikhari. Vaikhari is the spoken sound, what we utter. But what is subtle is seen sound, sound that is seen, which we don't perceive because it is beyond the senses. But it can be heard, as we said, in meditation. It's not coming from outside, but it's coming from within you. So Para, Pashanti, Madhyama and Vaikhari, an intermediate. And Para is the absolute sound, which in a way, which the conch cell is there, but at a higher level of evolution, you can see that resonations of sound energy without any tool. If you are sensitive enough, if you are pure enough, you will hear it humming all around you. Then there are practices, of course, that can be done by. But anyway, it is for these three reasons that the mantra Om is chanted, and the yogis say when you want to begin any work to attain success in it, and naturally, of course, for a spiritual practice, when you chant the Om 3 times, then the obstacles will be removed and the chances of your success are deeply heightened. So that's why all that about Om. And again, Google, you might find something. I try to do it because it's interesting how some of the things are so profound and accurate, and now I don't know who put stuff there, but it's just pure junk. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining. Anandi MAA will just give us a brief blessing. And then for those of you who are here for the very, very first time, if you want, you can just come and say a quick hi to her, and then we'll see you next time again.
Dear brothers and sisters, I'm very happy you are here, and I'm more happy to see you. Please do some spiritual practice, whatever you like. And that's the true and complete way to and understand the God alone is the truth and the world is the false. The Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. Because everything is changing. We born, we get young, we get old, and then one day we leave the body. So it's not steady. And only the truth, who is steady? Only the God. The truth is the God, and the world is false. I'm so sorry. Physically I don't feel that well, but my love and wishes of welfare for you all is always there. And I hope again we meet and we can interact deeply and completely. So please do some practices to find your true self. May God bless you and fulfill all your wishes. Sarve bhavantu sukhina,
Sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet, ma kaschit dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Again, those of you who join us on the webcast, we will be doing more of these in the future, and hope that you come here and we see eye to eye. That is also very, very important and beneficial. So thank you till the next time. We have a few announcements, and as I said earlier, for those of you who are here for the very first time, if you would like to come up and just say a brief hi to Anandi MAA, feel free to do so. Also, although we don't have a meditation such as this, in the very, very near future, the center is open every Sundays, and we do have a meditation here. We start chanting around 10:30, and at 11 to midday we do meditate. If Anandi MAA and I are in town, we are also here, but the meditation goes on all throughout the year, except some weekends when there's another special event, then we may not be hosting that. But by and large, again, you can call the center and talk to Jan or Linda, and they can give you those details. Okay. Thank you.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for
Challenging and negative, and the most simple and powerful force is prayer. So whatever thought form you know, do something again to bring that state of peace and balance. Okay. Thank you. As you are coming up, please do it a little quickly so that Anandi MAA need not wait long.